Oh, come now. We're far more than just soldiers for hire. Have a bit more imagination for another in the business. Don't see why not. We can certainly afford it. Business is booming. Then look no further. The Zentarim can protect the city, but only with 9 fingers out of the way.
Oh, I'm sure they deserved it. I'm all for people getting what they deserve.
Already turned quite the profit today, so I'm feeling generous. Oh, let's.
No complaints, mind. I just sold enough smoke powder to cover the loss 10 times over. Folk up here like to quiver over right and wrong. Until the coin starts clinking, anyway. Ah, yes. The one who saved us from the infidels in the grove.
To arms, Zentarim! The guild is ours! Once we clear out the vermin.
I bow, but the Zentarim prefer to look their business partners in the eye.
No judgment. It's hard to know the right thing. Better to let others do the thinking, eh?
Can't say I've ever drawn steel on children. Suppose I'm not true soul material. But what would I know of faith? I cater to more earthly needs. Better we focus on that, hmm? Ah, a new face come to bask in the light of the Absolute. How can I be of service, true soul?
The network has been looking for a toehold in this city for years, and I just gave them the whole damn leg up. These faithful folk don't ask for much. Just some cargo moved to the city. But my goodness, do they pay generously. You benefit too, don't forget. Go pick a fight with this god. We'll be there when you need us. Justice. 9 fingers punished for what she did to you. And the Zentarim, rewarded for their steadfastness. But you, I know. When did you start worshipping gods? Did they give your wee rodent a worm friend too?
An honour, true soul. Weapons and other exotic goods, true enough. But most of all, we offer discretion. But the Black Network pays like for like. We will be after you now.
Trade. Why else? That gap-handed wench and her guild held their monopoly for far too long. Well, can't quite seal the deal with all my soldiers dead. My new office. The chair could be a little comfier, and the desk definitely needs adjusting, but I'd say it'll do.
Assuming I believe you. Not really, no. Ever much like Zaris, truth be told. They were a little more frothing at the mouth than faithful, true enough. Here, though, so we did. And it seems we both have a nose for where the real power lies. I've come to pay proper respect. Oh, true soul! I couldn't burden your spirit with such material concerns. But I'm always happy to trade. Smile, Yerl. We're among friends.
Fair enough. Can't say I'd have done different. Though I think I'd have picked my moment a little better.
Might have to find my faith and see this absolute for myself, eh? Aye, so you have. It's one place the Zentarim can trade openly, thank the gods. Such a pity there were no survivors to tell what truly happened there.
All the coin seems to be there, if a little blood-stained. You lot are enthusiastic about your lord's work. Think about this. It defies all logic.
It's just business. If there was money in being good, the Zentarim would be pure as paladins. Of course. Just before some godless lunatic purged the place of every innocent soul.
A hero. There's a time for heroics, my friend, and a time for common sense. This is the latter.
Ah, yes. Around the time of Minthara's ill-fated expedition to the Grove. Ask the drow they're all bowing to. That glint in her eye is bad news for someone.
On that note, good luck. The job will be done by the time you get to the guild hall. A guild under our control can do what 9 fingers failed to. Drive the Absolute out of the city once and for all. If you don't know what's right, just let the grown-ups talk. Because I know your friend will make the smart choice. We're all on the same side. If there are spoils to be split afterwards, well, I'm sure there's enough to share.
Ask that kin of yours they're all bowing to. The glint in her eye is bad news for someone. Better to keep that quiet, unless you want another look from the receiving end.
This could have been simple. Remember that!
Pleasure.
I'm not. I'm turning on 9 fingers. This place has been due a change in management for some time. When it comes time to fight the Absolute, you'll have a private army at your beck and call. With a newly minted sword captain at its head, I suspect.
No judgment, no right and wrong, just good deals and bad. That a problem for you? No, much obliged for the chat, but I'm here to trade.
Why not join this Absolute? See what all the fuss is about. Cheer up, Minsk. This is about the greater good. Maybe your hamster will explain it to you one day. And on that note, pleasure. Look for word from the Guildhall. Unfortunate, but if you'll only listen a moment, you'll see we want the same thing.
Need something?
Truly? I am handing you the guild, and you'd throw it all away on the word of a madman. You have my word. Enough negotiations, Zentarim. It's time to take our due.
Merchants like any other. Though we tend to see opportunity where others don't. These faithful folk need some goods moved into the city. Our ships are obliging. Quietly.
And then remain on in the city to protect its good citizens from any future threats. For a reasonable fee, of course.
These are our allies, Erna. I'll handle the diplomacy. You just keep looking pretty. Seems you're a friend of the family. That warrants a discount. A small one.
A hero. There's a time for heroics, my friend, and a time for common sense. This was the latter. Of course. I only thought...
A pity neither of us saw what happened.
Betraying me? But we had a deal!
Look around. All manner of beasties united against the enemies of the Absolute. Till this crowd converted and started sending their captives to Moonrise Towers, at least. Already turned quite the profit today, so I'm feeling generous. But look at me, preaching, when I'm only here to serve. Anything to trade, true soul?
To arms, Zentarim! The guild is ours for the taking! I redecorate, I think. This place could do with some Zentarim banners. Then we prepare.
You joking? Goblins sell the best prisoners. Cheap, quiet, and eager to be elsewhere. Still some deals to be done here, though. You want to trade or what?
Oh? I don't recall any tales of Minsk helping the likes of 9 Fingers. A known thief? A murderer? I thought Minsk of Rashomon served the side of good. Whatever you saw, cool your heels a moment. Let's talk. Ah, you survived. Which means my employers are dead, I take it. No matter. Gives us a chance to talk. Diplomacy won't do it, lads. We'll do it the other way. Are you by any chance the bad smell that followed me up from the sewer? You've bought yourself some Zentish steel. Only fair that you get to see it in action.
All who pass through here find their way to the Absolute, one way or another. Till next time.
I did what I was trained to. Spotted the balance of power shifting, and nudged where I needed to make sure it fell our way. Whatever I told that lot below, this will end in bloodshed. All you have to do is pick the right side.
Bit quieter, if you please. This crowd just burned that into the ground, you might recall.
The Zentarim have been trying to crack Baldur's Gate for years, but 9 Fingers' grip has been too strong. And look what it's come to.
Half right, sharp eyes. A Zen is a normal trader. Just a matter of what's for sale. Need something else? Quite a god to bring them all together. and quite a fool who'd draw their ire. So don't go kicking the hive while there's still some honey to be had.
It's been a fruitful partnership, no doubt. Without Nine Fingers clogging up the works, the Zentarim have a clear run of the cities on the coast now.
Suit yourself. You'll be back when you have need. Just make sure you have coin, too. Need something then, do you?
Oh, enough. Zentarim, to arms! Nine Fingers is done. My Zentarim stand ready to purge this place of everyone loyal to her.
That depends. Got any coin?
Spend enough time in this place, and you might just start to believe them. Now the guild can become a Zent operation. And we'll have your back when the battle horns start blowing. A deal well done. Congratulations all round. What the hells? There aren't enough of us left to seal the deal. Shit! Oh, silly me. We Zentarim are so long past our own godly roots, I'm afraid I forget the half of them. Too late for tears now, my lads! Nothing worth repeating. Corpses don't much go in for commerce. Here, though,
not my concern, so long as I'm paid. Speaking of, something to trade or what? Here, free of charge. Consider it a public service on my part.
More concerned that your business might be bad for my business. A more dependable ally than the current guildmaster. Besides that dragon's hoard you got from the counting house. Where did all the guildies go? Well, it'll make this a little easier. Push, Zentarim! You only get what you take!
Oh, dry your eyes, ill-mater. It's me or a goblin cookpot. I know which I'd choose.
Whatever you're planning to do to take down the Absolute, do it before that little worm of yours claims you. So it's that simple. Drop your weapons, bring out Nine Fingers, and this can all end peacefully. For you, at least. You've bought yourself some Zentish steel. Use it well.
That the jingle of coin, I hear? You've timed it well, my friend.
You know, you sound less and less like a true believer with every word. You fail to see the bigger picture. Yes, they offered us money, but more than that, they offered an opportunity. The money is a bonus.
Already turned quite the profit today. So I'm feeling generous.
The guilty ear hears blame in every breath. But you're among friends here, Trousseau. Blessed by association, let's say. I come to pay proper respect to a new power.
See? Just business.
Fine. Let us talk of truth, then. Do your friends know how many you killed in the Absolute's name, Stone Lord? Do you?
Yours can be keeping 'em on.
It's just Nine Fingers that needs to die. But we'll take all of you if we must!
Reckon we've said all there is to say, eh? But don't worry. The network will be in touch soon.
Joaquin's clipped coins, no. Faith is an over-flooded market. Transport, however.
But good. That means Zaris and her little operation weren't found.
So all I need to know is, does that include you? Or not?
All I need to. There's an awful lot of folk flowing that way. And coin is sure to follow.
Erna, remind your sister why I pay you both so much. For now, I'll settle for getting you what you need. Anything to trade?
Be seeing you. Sooner than you'd like, I expect.
I'm not the one putting on an act, Trousseau. Though I'd mind how well you mouth your prayers. Ever at your service.
But for now, I see no reason we can't make a civilized trade. I reckon you'll be wanting some steel.
How painful the path is,
well, that's up to them.
I see. That's unfortunate. And what about the adult in the room? I'm the last to judge, big man. You were just following orders. And hey, that's all you have to do now. You're making a big mistake. And for what? There's no sense in this. No profit. Nobody goes against the Zent and lives. Her guild is disorganized, undisciplined, The cult broke them in a matter of days, while my Zentarim still stands strong.
Decide quickly, guild folk! 9 fingers, or all of you!
What's this, Stone Lord? It's a little late to change the terms of our deal. The pieces are already in place.
Ah, the family friend. Need something?
Just lie down now, lads. We'll make it gentle.